Hello farm family, here's beautiful Dakota and here's the test. Casey's not here to help me, so can I get Dakota loaded by myself to go get a coggins test so Dakota can go to Lisa and Bernie in California. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I propped the gate open and we're gonna give it a shot. Now some of you watched our last video that Casey and I worked with Dakota. Oh my gosh, look at that. That was perfect. I'm gonna bring some treats in here for Dakota. But we worked with him for literally 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And now look at him. He loaded without any pressure from behind. He is beautiful. So we're gonna go get a coggins test. So I'll take you along to Dr. Reedhead's and I'll explain a little bit more about a coggins test and we'll go get that. So here we go. Well, I arrived here at Dr. Reedhead's office and we're gonna unload Dakota and get this coggins test done. All right, so we're gonna unload Dakota here. Come on, boy. You've probably never been to town. Yeah, that's asphalt. Man, you're doing good, buddy. So I'm gonna tie you up here and then Jennifer will come out. That's Dr. Reedhead's assistant and she's got to get some pictures. And then they'll draw some blood and get everything ready, all the paperwork, so that the coggins test. Now, coggins test has to be done for horses that are crossing state lines, and it's just to avoid diseases being transmitted from one state to another. So we want to make sure Dakota's healthy. But isn't he looking good? He is beautiful, and he's come along so well. I can't wait for him to go to California and for Lisa and Bernie to get to train their own. So Jennifer's videoing the horse while I video her.
Ironic.
Thank you so much. So you have to, don't you have to get front and side and back pictures or something?
I just try to have you turn him so he's in the sun.
Yeah.
Those ones were kind of in the shadows.
So just turn him so. Oh.
Pushes.
Yeah, this horse was wild as could be just
perfect.
2 weeks ago. Oh, right there. You got to pose for the camera. There you go.
That's better. No brands or anything?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, should be right out. Draw blood.
Perfect. Thank you. Good job, Dakota. You posed well. While I'm waiting for Dr. Reedhead, I'll tell you just real quick. It costs $123 for a coggins test here, which is very affordable, and I really appreciate Dr. Reedhead. She takes good care of me, and so maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe that's not the cost for everybody. I bring a lot of horses here for coggins tests, but anyway, I'm just so impressed with how good he looks, and his first time to town, and he's not going all crazy. He's still got a long ways to go. He still is a baby and still learning how to be a domesticated horse, but he's beautiful. So anyway, we'll wait for Dr. Reedhead to come out. She will draw some blood, and then they send that off, and in about 5 to 7 business days, it'll be back. And then he will be ready to go to California. Doesn't he look like a California dreamer? There you go. So here's Dr. Reedhead, and she's still my friend even though I video, and she every time she's like, really on? But he's just a 18-month-old probably. he'll be 2 in the spring. And he's just getting gentle, but he's pretty gentle, so. Oh. We got him leading and loading anyway, so. So that's the, which vein is that?
This is the jugular vein.
The jugular vein. Oh. He didn't like that, but who does like needles? But look at that, she got it perfect. And what, you've said it before, but what are they actually testing for on a Coggins test?
So they're testing for equine infectious anemia, which is a disease that's pretty severe. So a lot of animals have to be put down if they do contract it. So it's obviously something we don't want to spread around.
And that there wasn't a whole lot of cases, but didn't you say last year there was a few cases?
Yeah, so surprisingly we actually did have one that I know of, and the horse did have to be put down. So definitely something we want to keep testing for.
Sounds great. Well, thanks for getting us in. I'll come fill out the paperwork. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, that went really smooth, and now I'm headed home, and maybe we'll catch Blake working with one of the horses. So let's go see what we find at home. Well, I hope you enjoyed going along as I took Dakota for a Coggins test. Blake's not working on the farm. I forgot that he has play practice today. The musical, we never would have thought Blake would have tried out for the musical, but it's crazy what you'll do when a cute girl asks you. So Jocelyn talked him into trying out for the play, and he actually has a part that he has a singing like a solo. So anyway, and the play Mary Poppins. But anyway, we'll show you a highlight of that sometime, because they have plays on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday of this week. And because of copyright laws, we can't video the whole thing, but we'll try to video some quick little excerpts so you can kind of see Blake. We're excited to see it. We can't believe it, but he says he's having fun. So this horse behind me, I want to tell you about him a little bit. He's the one that I picked up at the auction the other day, and I want to talk to you about him and enlist your help here. The sun just set. It's cooling off. The leaves are falling off the trees. But this big, beautiful gelding is just an old man that's had a lot of miles put on him. He is trained really well. He turns, stops, backs, lopes, but he's got some arthritis in those knees, pretty bad. I mean, he limps even when he just walks around the pasture. And the video we entitled, something to the effect, we were afraid what his fate might be if I wouldn't have got him at the auction. And that is totally true. This horse, if he goes to the auction and someone like myself doesn't pick him up, there's a chance that he would be made into dog food, which is sad. Especially one as gentle and beautiful and as nice as him. He's just a sweet horse. And so if anyone out there is looking for a pasture ornament, a pasture pet, a companion horse, or if you want one you can sit the grandkids up on and maybe lead them around. He limps when he walks, but he limps just walking around the pasture. And I just would love to see him be able to live out his life with some love. And so I'm looking for some help here. If anyone knows someone that might be interested, have them contact me and tell me what we should name this guy. I'm sure he's had lots of names through the years. A horse this old that's trained this well has been ridden and used a lot, but I don't know what they were calling him. And when they go through a auction, if there's no paperwork on them, then you don't know what they've been called. So what should we call this big pretty boy? And do you have any ideas for me as to where we could find him a good home? Right now the shelters are just packed because hay prices are so high, And so I understand it's a tough deal. I'm getting calls all the time, people wanting me to take their horses and try to find them homes. And we've been very successful thanks to all of you out there. Lucky Dreamers going to Tucson, and to Johanna, and we got Dakota going to California to Lisa and Bernie. And what else? Can't think of anything recently. We've got Xander back here that's looking so good. If you go back and look at old videos when we got him, he just looks so much better. And so good that I'm like, you know what? Maybe we gotta wait till spring and start riding him and then find him a home. But if we found him the right home now, I guess we could let him go too. So, but he's coming 2 years old in spring, and he is healed up almost completely on his knee, and because he had that big owie when we got him. But he's gentle and just a sweet horse. I love that horse, and he's gilded. And anyway, so if you have an idea for this big horse, what we should call him, or if you're willing to give him a home, I wish I could afford to feed all the horses in the world, but it's hard. And this time of year with not just feed prices, but it's going to start getting cold enough at nights that the water will freeze and we'll be breaking ice. And anyway, it's just a constant struggle, but it's one I enjoy, trying to help the horses the best I can. So anyway, hope you enjoyed coming along as I took Dakota for his coggins test and just talking about these horses. It's cooling off here on the farm. As soon as that sun goes down, the temperatures just plummet. But anyway, have a great night and God bless.